Hello. This is going to be the quickest intro into any vlog there ever was because I have literally no time. I just want to film the intro now because I just got an exciting delivery which I want to show you, but I don't really have time to actually start this vlog now, but I'm doing it anyway. So before we get on to the delivery, this is going to be end of Magical Readathon, beginning of Bookoplathon vlog. Magical Readathon ends today, so yes, I am starting this randomly on a Wednesday, but that's just me. I'm not going to talk about Magical Readathon right now because I don't have time. All I'm going to say is I need to read 2 graphic novels by the end of the day, but I'll check in with you later and let you know what I'm actually reading. Bookoplathon, I am going to do a roll later on. I'm planning on mood reading for Bookoplathon, so I'll just do a roll, read the book, do another roll, read the book. So I'll be doing that later. And I think this vlog is going to run until at least Monday because it's also my birthday weekend. So yeah, that's the plan. Right, I am going to go and get my delivery that I'm very excited to show you. And then I'll unbox it with you, but it's a big box, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to film this. Okay, this is how we're going to have to film this. This is my new playmat. Yes, that is what my life has come to. I'm excited about a playmat. I decided that I needed a playmat because my daughter likes to throw herself around and I prefer that she didn't get brain damage. So I bought a playmat and I bought one that has an actual nice design and isn't too childish so that I can actually have it in my living room. Unfortunately, the one I wanted wasn't in stock, so I've got this one instead. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear away all the shit in my living room, take my rug that I currently have up, hoover underneath it, and put her playmat down. And I will show you the playmat once I have done that. The playmat is now set up. Let me just show you. So this is the playmat. This wasn't really how I planned on showing it, but I just remembered that I had to show you. This is the playmat featuring Nora. So it's kind of spotty. I'm sure you'll see plenty more of it. But it's lovely and it's very comfy and it's good for falls. That was our main reason of getting it. However, of course, my daughter just fell over and managed to fall off of the playmat and bump her head on the actual carpet. So there's that. But we'll just do better next time, won't we? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's sick. Oh, baby. Another thing it's good for is cleaning up sick. Joys of motherhood. Anyway, I had another parcel come. I forgot this was coming today. And this video just seems to be me unboxing baby things. But I'm very excited for these. These are for you. So stinking cute. Look. Oh, look. So cute in them. Oh, okay, that's made my day. Just one more look. Oh, I think we might need to get her a band to like hold them in place, but yeah, I'm a big fan of these. Okay, so let's talk books. So I just rolled my first Bookoplathon roll, which I'll start tomorrow, and I rolled a book under 300 pages. I wanted to read, did I put it away? I wanted to read Nettle and Bone and I put that on my TBR and I was about to film my TBR and then I realised that book is not under 300 pages. So the book that I am going to be reading is I'm Thinking of Ending Things. This is just a really weird book about weird things that happen to a couple after they have dinner at the parents' home. So I'm looking forward to starting that tomorrow. And I told you that we would talk about the Magical Readathon. So I thought I had 2 graphic novels to read before the end of the day, but actually I've only read like 2 books this month and I needed to read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. So I failed. So I failed the Magical Readathon. That's fine. I'll do better next year. I'm not going to stress about it. I just didn't have a great reading month. I tried to read one of the books physically and that just didn't work out for me. I listened to 2 pretty long audiobooks and DNF'd an audiobook. So I'm just calling this a fail and we're just gonna learn to be okay with it. So I'm not gonna read anything else today, but I am gonna start Bookoplathon tomorrow, and because I'm mood reading, I think that might work out a little bit better for me and where my reading is at the moment. And I can DNF and just re-roll. I'm also letting myself do that for Bookoplathon. But anyway, that is all I have to update you on for now, and I will come back once I've started my Bookoplathon read and let you know how I'm getting on with that. Hello. It is Saturday and my husband has just taken my daughter out to a baby group. So I have about an hour and a half to myself. What am I going to do with that hour and a half, you ask? I am probably going to spend it tidying, because those are the kind of things that I don't get to do anymore. I know, I live a very, very, very wild lifestyle. So I have almost finished I'm Thinking of Ending Things. I've got about an hour left of the audiobook, so I will finish it during my tidying, but I wanted to come and do an update on it, but that is going to be difficult because that means I'm gonna have to talk about it, and it is a very weird book because nothing really happens, but that is the kind of story that I enjoy. I can probably at least give you a better synopsis now. So in this book we are following a couple. Jake is the guy, I can't remember what the girl is called, as they are traveling to meet Jake's parents. The girl, who is our narrator, is thinking about ending her relationship with Jake, and for some reason I never twigged that that is what it meant by I'm thinking of ending things, and I just always thought that was a suicide reference. I don't know why. So we're following them as they drive to Jake's parents, having the dinner with his parents, and at this moment in time they are on their way back. It's hard to explain, so this is literally going to make no sense, but it's a very like ordinary, mundane trip. They're just in the car, they go, they have dinner, and then they get back in the car and they're on their way home. Like nothing crazy is happening, but then there's just all these kind of slightly odd things. So she keeps getting calls from a number that says it's the wrong number, but it's actually her number that is appearing on the screen. And when she answers it, it is a man putting on a woman's voice saying like a weird phrase. And like when she's at the house, there's a picture of a little girl and Jake says that that is him, but obviously it's not him because Jake isn't a woman, and I don't believe it's any reference to him being trans either. It's just not supposed to be him. His parents are just a bit weird, his mum is a bit weird, there's weird artwork, so it's all just tiny little things that just give it this slight essence of creepiness, which that when tied in with how mundane the story is, just does it for me. Another thing that I really enjoy in books is when they are very centered on the characters to the point that they're almost claustrophobic. Like we are so much in their heads that's kind of all we can see. It's the reason why I like Sally Rooney books so much, and this definitely has that kind of vibe in a way. So I would say if you like Sally Rooney's books and you tend to like kind of weird abstract fantasies, like Follow Me to Ground, maybe Piranesi, like those kind of books, then I think you would enjoy this. So yeah, so far this is brilliant. I'm absolutely loving it. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star. Depends very much on how it ends, but I think it's going to be a high 4. I also had a parcel come today. I know what is in this. It actually came a little bit earlier than I was expecting. So this is Babel. It should have come on the 1st, but I guess they must have had stock issues because then it was saying it was coming on the 6th, and it's come today, which is the 3rd. And here she is. Oh, she's so pretty. So pretty. I do wish now that I'd got a special edition, but I didn't. I just got the standard version because I wasn't that hyped to read it when I ordered it. I just really loved like the Tower of Babel. There's just certain stories in the Bible that I find very interesting, and the Tower of Babel is one of them. Like Sodom and Gomorrah. Don't know why, just find that very interesting. Would love to read a fantasy retelling. Anyway, off topic. I know this isn't a retelling of the Tower of Babel, but maybe it is. I don't think it is. I've completely lost my train of thought, but I think I was just waffling anyway. When I originally got this, I didn't think it would be a 5-star, but the hype that it's getting from people whose opinions I trust, I think I could really enjoy it. And if it's not a 5-star, it should at least be a real high rating for me. So please, this has come. Now, moving on. So because I've nearly finished, I'm thinking of ending things, and as I'm going to tidy, I want to make sure I've got an audiobook to jump straight into after I finish. I'm thinking of ending things. And I also want to read an ebook as well, because I'm finding I have enough energy to read when I go to bed now, so I want to have something to pick up and read then. It might take me a long time to finish it, but that's absolutely fine. So I have done my roll. So that's 2 books that I want. That's 2 rolls that I'm going to do. I've already done them, and I will insert the clip here. So I've just zoomed in on the board so it's easier for you to see, but last time I landed on people. I know initially I said I landed on small book, but I didn't. I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna do 2 rolls. One is gonna be my next audiobook, because I will probably finish my audiobook today. And then I think I want to pick up an ebook as well. So I'm gonna roll 2 rolls because I want to read 2 books. Anyway, let me roll. So this dice is a little bit hard to see, but is it gonna focus? It's focused enough. I rolled a 1. I rolled a double, so I'm gonna be doing 3 rolls. Okay. So first roll we have is pattern and text. So I'll have to double check what that one is, but I think it's just to read a patterned book, a book with like a lot of patterns on the cover. So that's our first roll. Let's do our second roll. Is this a joke? So I rolled another double. So that means I will be doing 4 rolls. Okay, so we're moving 12 spaces now. So that's, I can't pick this little bird up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a TBR game. I guess we're going to come back to that, but yeah, I'm going to have to do a TBR game. So I will pick a TBR game and you will see that in the next clip. Let's roll again. Oh my god, if this is a double, I'm going to be so cross. Right. Okay, it's not a double. So we got 3. 1, 2, 3. That's letter. I don't know what that one is either. I think it's a random letter generator. And then use a random letter generator to pick a book with that letter, I think. So, okay, last roll. And it's a 9, and thankfully we don't have another double, so I'm gonna have to move the board a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a book in 3rd person perspective. So as you will have seen, I ended up with 4 rolls, and I think currently my plan is to try and fulfill 2 prompts with 1 book. So still to pick 2 and just fulfill, I don't need to explain that again, so that I still end up with only 2 books. If this had been pre-baby, I would have just read 4 books, but realistically that's then going to be all my rolls for the rest of the month if I do that. So I'm not doing that. I'm just going to stick with the 2 that I said. So the first thing I need to do before I can decide what I'm going to read is do the random letter generator. And for TBR game, I'm just going to use my own TBR game so that I can pick a book from my TBR video, which I will link if you haven't seen it yet. Okay, so generate one. L. Right, okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go and figure out what I'm gonna read, and then I will come back and let you know. Okay, this has actually worked out perfectly. So I am going to actually be able to read 2 books from my Sims Picks My TBR. First one being Babel. I'm going to use this for patterns or words because we have like Babel just is like the main feature of the cover, I would say, and there's lots of patterns around the word as well, so I feel like it fits for that. It's also written in a third person POV. I'm going to see if I can find the audiobook. If I can't find the audiobook, I'm assuming it'll have one, but if I can't find that for whatever reason, I will probably swap it for something different. But for now, this is what we're saying I'm going to pick up next. And then for TBR game, I'm just picking another book off my TBR, and the letter L. I'm going to read Her Soul to Take, which is written by Harley LaRue L, and that was actually the only ebook on my TBR, so that works out really well. If I could like knock out 2 books from my TBR at the beginning of September, I might even be able to do a new TBR in October, and that would be crazy. I haven't mentioned it, just in case you weren't aware, I have a TBR game for my TBRs. It's called Sims Picks My TBR, and I use Sims traits to pick books just because my life is a bit crazy right now with having a very small child. My daughter is 6 months old, if you wanted to know. I haven't been able to do a monthly TBR, so I did one at the start of the year and I've just done another one, and my plan is to make sure that I have that done by December and try and do them at least every 3 months, but we'll see. I would love to be able to get it done sooner if possible. So anyway, I am going to go and tidy, listen to the end of my audiobook, and then I am going out afterwards. We're going to go and hang out with some friends, so I will not be checking in again until Sunday, which is my birthday. Forgot about that. Could be the end of the vlog then, depends how much footage I have, but I'll see you tomorrow anyway. So I think the last time I checked in, I said that I was going to come and update you on my birthday, which is on the 4th of September. It's now the 5th of September, so as you can see, I didn't update you. So yesterday I just had like a quiet family day. We went shopping and out for some lunch, and then I had pizza for dinner, like homemade pizza. We have a pizza oven and I made the dough. I made the dough ahead of time as well, so I didn't have to do anything yesterday. And then as a treat, I was supposed to be sleeping in the spare room so that I could like get a full night's sleep and not have to get up with the baby, but I could not sleep. So I thought, I know what I'll do, I'll listen to the end of I'm Thinking of Ending Things. I had like half an hour left of the audiobook. I didn't manage to finish listening to it the other day, and that was a bad idea because the last half hour was really creepy. And if I couldn't sleep before, I definitely couldn't sleep after reading that. So I just thought I'd just go and get actually in my bed, because if I can't sleep, there's no point my husband staying up with the baby when I was awake anyway, and she was awake at that time. So I went in my bed and then he was snoring, so I kicked him out of my bed. And then there was a really big storm, and it was like just came out of nowhere. I don't think it was forecast. My lights were like flickering and it was like really rainy and windy, and I was just so freaked out. It was just a really freaky night. But anyway, so I finished I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and I haven't rated it yet, but I think it's going to be a 5-star. It was so good. The ending just, it was so weird. I think I now understand what the story is about, because the film, just now reading the book, the film's terrible at trying to convey the message of the book. I would also recommend the audiobook because it was creepy. Like the ending was so creepy, and I'm literally talking like the last 10 minutes of the audiobook. Like it's worth just listening to the audiobook just for those last 10 minutes, because oh my god, I was just like, no, I don't like this. I definitely don't think this is a book for everyone. It is weird, and although it is explained, it's not like fully explained, so it's still quite open-ended. So if you don't like stories that aren't wrapped up in a neat little bow at the end, you won't like this, but I personally love that, so it was a good one for me. And I don't think there's really a great deal more that I can say about it, because the plot kind of just happens at the end of the book, so anything I say is like going to be a huge spoiler. So just know that I loved it. I would recommend it to you if you like weird books if you like to just sit back and enjoy the ride and the destination isn't that important, in fact you don't mind if we don't even get to a destination, which we do in this book, but if that's what you're reading it for, it's going to be unsatisfying. So just before I go, I do want to show you what one of my main presents was, and it is this super cute necklace. It says Nora with pearls. I love it, so cute. And then I also got this one too, and I did get them to wear together, but the chain on this is a bit shorter than I thought, so it's like the same length, and I wanted it kind of like there, but it doesn't go there. But this is, I think this is called Howlite. Focus. Okay, there we go. So it's kind of just like marble. It's very pretty. But anyway, I'm gonna go now.